Oh, it's been a crazy couple of months for Cramer fave CrowdStrike, the cybersecurity company that made headlines for all the wrong reasons back on July 19th, when a botched update caused widespread tech issues, shutting down millions of systems around the globe. There was a ton of speculation that these outages could hurt their business. But last night, CrowdStrike reported a strong sales number, excellent earnings beat, terrific customer retention. As a result, the stock jumped nearly 3% today. It was up a lot more at one point. While it's still down over 30% from last month's all-time high, it's also rebounded 35% off its recent lows, where I said it had bottomed. So could this thing have more room to run? Let's check in with George Kurtz. He's the co-founder and CEO of CrowdStrike to get a better sense of the quarter. Mr. Kurtz, welcome back to Mad Money.
Great to be here, Jim.
All right, so George, when you called me that morning, that Friday morning, and said, listen, this is what's occurred, no holds barred, you came clean, told everything, textbook way to handle this, I thought for sure that you would lose or a lot of customers, or perhaps that it would freeze the process and all the big deals you were working on wouldn't come to fruition. It was the exact opposite, wasn't it, George?
Well, Jim, obviously it's a challenging time for customers and for CrowdStrike. And really what we wanted to do was to be as transparent as we could. That's when you and I talked about the incident. We worked with our customers. We explained what happened. And yeah, it was a tough quarter, but we got big deals done at the end. And I think what we're seeing from customers is the positive response to how we responded to this particular incident. Big challenge. But obviously, we've had many customers for many years that we've created loyalty with. And I think it's a sign of a true partnership if we can work through them through difficult times.
But you put me in the room. Tell me what it was like. I understand that you tried to call the CEOs instantly, you personally, and get to work on this. That it was not one of these things where you basically said, listen, let's call some of these people that are big. No, it was everybody who was important to you, and that you did it personally, and then you put your team on it. Was that the way it went down?
It was. Obviously, we have a great team, and, it was a bit of divide and conquer. But I was on the phone, obviously, all morning. And really, I continue to be on the line over the last 6 weeks. And it was calling everyone from government agencies to CEOs to everyone else in between. And, that's always been a philosophy of mine, is making sure that we get in front of the customer. We do right by them. Obviously, we had an impact and we had an issue. We wanted to make sure that we own that issue. And more importantly, we're focused on getting them back to recovery and doing that in the most expeditious way that we possibly could.
There seems to be one that I thought was going to be common parlance that turned out to be an outlier, and that was Delta. Now, Delta which they're suing you, they made it feel like did you not try to reach out to the senior management at Delta? Because it sure seems like you kind of dropped the ball on this one.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate incident. Obviously, we caused an impact, and we tried to work through it with them. They've expressed that from a legal perspective, they may intend to sue. They haven't decided at this point. But look, we'd love to work with Delta, find a resolution around this. And at the end of the day, we're trying to work with all customers to make sure that we address their issues, they understood what happened, and we can go forward in a constructive fashion. And that would be our goal.
Okay, I think that's the correct response. One thing that did concern me is that there were some people who were basically kind of mischaracterizing what happened here, including people in your industry who don't seem to realize that this could happen to anybody. I don't know how anyone in business didn't understand that, because this was not core competence that was in question. Tell me about what people aren't getting right.
Well, when we look at what happened here, Jim, it was a configuration change that was made to software that was tested and running for the better part of 5 months. And we encountered a bug. It went through a validation process, and obviously we had an impact. And when we think about the industry, we're in IT, and I spoke to many customers who talked about many vendors that had impacts and issues. And, it happens in IT. This obviously was something that was visible, and it happened to a lot of customers. But, from our perspective, we've identified what it was. It was a process issue. Obviously, there was a bug in the validation process. We've corrected that. And more importantly, we're focused on making sure that we have the best process around QA, rollout, deployment, and resiliency. And we really want to be a hallmark of transparency and resiliency in this area. And that's really what we've talked to customers about, giving them control, giving them assurance it won't happen again. and moving forward. And that's been well received by our customers.
And it clearly worked. I mean, when you're part of the conference call, it's really a clinic that you put on that kind of had this beautiful arc where you finished with you had a couple of, you had a nine-figure, you had 8-figure, and then you finished with a major player in your own industry that clearly endorsed you. But then there were talk about customer commitment packages. Now, this is a term that I'm not familiar with. It sounded like to me rebates or discounts, and that made me be concerned that perhaps not everything is as well as I thought it was.
Well, Jim, from my perspective, always try to do right by the customer. All right, we had an incident here. We want to sit down with customers, want to have a business conversation. What can we do to help make things right? And the customer commitment package is really a framework around that, where we're leveraging our flex licensing model to basically create a pool of dollars where we can work with customers, perhaps give them some modules, maybe extend some timeout, also provide things like services. So we want a framework to be able to sit down, solve business problems, and make sure that we're coming to the table proactively with them to show our commitment and partnership.
You know, I was joking with David Faber about how when they say that you worked around the clock, that you meant it, and David said, yeah, sure, but there is another sidelight to you that I don't mean to, we're having a serious conversation about what went wrong, but there is a sidelight to you that you race cars. You race cars where it seems like you never have to sleep. So round the clock for you is not the same as everybody else. Is that not true?
Well, everything is endurance, right? And whether it's in business or in racing, it's all about endurance. It's about the small little details. It's about putting the team together. It's about focusing on, the outcomes. And we took all of that preparation, we put it into action with our crisis management team. And yeah, we worked around the clock. And so did a lot of our customers. And that's what collectively we needed to do. But we focused on working with them hand in hand and bringing them back to health in both automated ways and in many ways manual ways. But we were out there with them and with our partners solving the issue at hand.
And I just want to go back to Dell to be sure I got this right. So you're in talks, no actual papers filed, anything. It could be anything, because obviously when you talk about law, it could be anything. But this is not something you're treating this as this can be ameliorated.
Well, I think that's it, Jim. If folks can sit down, have a business conversation around this, and try to come to a resolution. Obviously, we're open to that. Delta's a customer, and like any customer, you want to try to get this resolved in the most expeditious way, and we're certainly willing and open to do that.
Well, George, I tell you, of course, you never wanted what happened to happen, but I think we will look back at the way you handled this. They'll study it in business school. We'll study it as people in journalism to say this is the way you come back from a terrible mistake. That's why I was so glad you came on the show. George Kurtz, founder and CEO of CrowdStrike. George, thank you for being so forthcoming about this whole thing.
Thank you so much, Jim.
Excellent. Mad Money's back after the break.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on X. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadMentions. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.